Namaskar viewers, myself Vikram Talwar welcome all of you on your own YouTube channel Venus Astro. Friends, today in continuation of the series of basic Vedic Indian astrology, we are going to discuss about the Panchanga. In our previous videos of the basic series, we discussed the first limb of Panchanga, that is Tithi. There are 5 limbs of time constitutes Panchanga. Today we are going to discuss about the second limb of Panchang, that is Vara, solar weekdays. Before starting or diving deep into the topic, I request all my viewers, if you appreciate our efforts and hard work done by our team, then please do subscribe our channel, like it, share it with others, and subscribe it. So let's don't waste any time now and start our deep insight into the second limb of Panchanga, that is Vara, solar day. Friends, Vara is a weak solar day. It is a fire element. It tells about the longevity. If it is well placed in the chart, it enhances the longevity, health. A solar day begins at sunrise and ends at sunrise of the next solar day. There are 360 varas in a solar day. One day of 1 degree of the zodiac. This is different from calendar year we use today. Different planets rule the weekdays in the week, and name of the planet is prefixed to the Vara to give a particular day. Vara connects to the sun and therefore to the soul, because sun represents our soul. As the sun also deals with the vitality of the body, Vara shows the source of energy each soul has for this lifetime. It shows how much energy, how much stamina, how much longevity we have, the powerhouse, the prowess we have to fulfill the karmas our soul is assigned with. Vara is most important component of Pancha, as it is the primary influence on the soul. The planet that rules the Vara has a lot to say about how the soul feels about the incarnation. What energy is going to contribute to running the material world, how the soul communicates with the world, the physical prowess, health or ill health, and the Mahabhuta, that is Panch Mahabhuta, rules all have impact on the Prakriti nature of the on the physical and mental levels, guna and doshas. The Vara has 4 important subdivisions, all of which indicates how we use our energy and have a direct influence on our health. First subdivision is Mahabhuta rising and falling. The Vara is divided into 12 3-hour sections where all the Mahabhutas rise and fall. So the Vara reflects all the source of energy and predominant bhutas that is rising at the time of birth. Quality of Vara bhuta is Agni. Agni was the primary principle through which the god communicates with the earth, and Agni feeds the offerings given to the god by humans. Agni wants the soul to act in the voice of God, to dedicate all the actions and karmas to the God as explained by Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. If all the actions are thus dedicated, there is no need to worry about getting any negative effects of the karma. But Mars, as Mars is the ruler of Agni, tends to make action more selfish and related to fulfilling own desires and ego. Everyone wants personal rewards for their actions, and this creates disturbance in the Agni, not allowing the fire to burn cleanly, or you can say, not allowing the soul to perform its karma cleanly without selfishness. If actions are devoted to doing the right thing without hope for reward, the Agni becomes purified and comes back under the control of the sun, the co-ruler of the controller of Agni. The fire of pure karma does not leave dross behind to be dealt with another day or another lifetime. Role of Sun and the Mars. If the Sun and Mars are strong in the natal chart, they will support all the Vara. Always remember the difference between the motivation of Sun and Mars, and Sun wants to work in accordance with the soul desires, while Mars wants to work according to its individuality and will therefore be more selfish. Depending on their strength or weakness, Mars or the Sun will indicate which planet has the biggest say in how the energy is to be utilized by the soul. A weak Sun will not be able to follow the spiritual path, but if Mars is strong and taking a selfish stand, a weak Mars can either misuse its energy or take the unethical path. A weakness of either Mars or the Sun can make a person unfocused, not knowing how to use their energy. There can be lack of physical strength which blocks them from doing things even if they want to do. The aspect of the Sun and Mars will further refine the effects of these planets. The Vara or Hora ruler brings their own influence on the primary energy of the Sun and Mars. With the Vara Lord sometimes so strong that they make a person initially confused on their path. Now we will discuss the daily rise and fall of Panch Mahabhuta. Different bhutas influence different times of the day, rising and falling within 3 hours. 3 hours in average time. The time of the cycle can change according to the length of the day and night. So in summers, the day cycles will be longer than the night ones and the reverse in winter. They first go in a direction order known as Arohi and then in a direction order known as Avarohi. This full cycle of 3 hours includes a upward rising cycle of 90 minutes and a downward cycle of 90 minutes. One set of bhuta takes 90 minutes and then reverses its order. One cycle constitutes all the Panch Mahabhutas like Prithvi, Apas, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. Prithvi time period is of 6 minutes. Apas, that is Jala Tattva, whose lord is Venus, is of 12 minutes. Agni, whose lord is Sun and Mars, is of 18 minutes. Vayu, whose lord is Saturn, is of 24 minutes. And Akash Tattva, that is governed by Jupiter, is of 30 minutes. The 3 hour cycle of rise and fall of the Bhuta is also connected to our breath. We tend to breathe out of Ida Nadi, that is our left nostril for 1.5 hours, and Pigla Nadi, that is a right nostril, for 1.5 hours. Ida is softer, cooler side of a person, and Pingla is a more aggressive side. So Ida would be a falling bhuta, and Pingla is a rising bhuta. Even when nostril is more dominant, persons conservant with Swara Shastra, the art of reading breathe, can tell which bhuta is more dominant through their depth and sense of smell. The bhuta which is connected to you gives a strong idea of what element is driving force in your personality. If it is rising, it indicates a more determined action oriented person, and if the bhuta is falling, it denotes someone more passive. The changeover times can also have important influences, and this can be an important tool for rectifying charts. An astrologer would be able to tell the exact time of birth according to the sex of the individual, as certain bhutas are male and others are female. A slight shift at changeover times would indicate the difference between the male or female. This is not always easy to calculate, as females often have strong male qualities and vice versa. I have found that the Arohi Bhuta usually shows more active, outgoing persons, whereas the Arohi Bhuta shows a calmer, more introverted personality. Spiritual tendency of an individual can also be depend upon whether the Bhuta is rising or falling. A rising Bhuta usually indicates an aspiration towards the spiritual, while a falling Bhuta may shows more material desires. How to identify your own Bhuta? The first Bhuta to arise is a Bhuta of the day of the Lord of the day. The Lord Tuesday is Mars and his Bhuta is Agni. On Tuesday, the first Bhuta Arohi rising will be of Agni 80 minutes, followed by Vayu of 24 minutes, Akash for 30 minutes, Prithvi for 6 minutes, and Apas for 12 minutes. Then Arohi falling cycle begins with Apas for 12 minutes, Prithvi for 6 minutes, Akash for 30 minutes, Vayu for 24 minutes, and finally Agni for 18 minutes. This cycle will continue upward and downward throughout the day and night till the next sun cycle, when the Bhuta configure changes according to the Vara Lord. Within each main Bhuta, there is a smaller cycle of rising and falling Bhuta. For example, within the 6 minutes of Agni, all the five elements will rise and fall. Each person will have a main Bhuta and a sub Bhuta according to the birth time. One can make finer divisions as well, up to 5 bhutas division, similar to the Mahadasha and its Sabdasha cycles. Let me tell you about the 3 hour cycles of the 7 day. On Sunday, Avrohi Bhuta of 1.5 hours starts, and the first Bhuta is of Agni, then Vayu, Akash, Prithvi, followed by Apas Jala. Then Avrohi Bhuta starts for 1.5 hours, and first Bhuta is of Apas, Prithvi, then Akash, Vayu, and then Agni 18. On Monday, the first Arohi is of Apas, Agni, Vayu, Akash, and Prithvi. On Tuesday, what will be the sequence we had already discussed. On Wednesday, the first Bhuta is of Prithvi, then Apas, then Agni, then Vayu, then Akash. On Thursday, the first is Akash, then Prithvi, then Apas, then Agni, then Vayu. Then Avrohi Bhuta of 1.5 hours follows. On Friday, Arohi Bhuta of 1.5 hours. First is Apas of 12 minutes, then Agni, then Vayu, then Akash, then Prithvi. And during Avrohi Bhuta, the reverse sequence is followed. On Saturday, on Arohi Bhutas, the first is of Vayu, then Akash, then Prithvi, then Apas, then Agni of 18 minutes. The other subdivision of Vara is Hora. The day-wise order. According to the Indian astrology, every new Vara begins with sunrise. Therefore, the time from sunrise to sunrise of the second day is called Vara. These are seven in order: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hora. The Vara is divided into 24 Horas or hours. Each is lorded by a different planet. At the beginning of creation, the sun first appears, hence the first Hora starts from sun. Hence the name of the first day is Sunday. Thereafter, the lord of the first Hora of the second day is moon, followed by Mars. The lord of the first Hora of the third day is thus named after the lord of the first Hora out of the seven Varas in this sequence. Kal Hora Gyan. If we talk about Kal Hora Gyan, there are about 24 hours in each Vara. The first hour of each Vara begins with the Hora of that Vara, which is called Shanvara. Starting from sunrise, the frequency of every one hour is done in the same wise sequence. If under the circumstances no other specified muhurta can came out in a hurry, then the performing the desired work in a Kal Hora moment wise is considered to be good. Each Horesh is sixth than the previous Kal Horesh. For example, the first Hora of Friday will be of Venus. Second Hora is of sixth from Friday. That is Hora of Mercury. Third Hora will be the Soma, sixth from Wednesday. Let us discuss about the special applications of Kal Hora. The Hora of the Sun is good for giving tenders and taking charge of jobs and government work. Hora of Moon is good for all works. Hora of Mars is good in war, travel, giving loans, going to meeting society, litigation. Hora of Mercury is good for Vidya Arambha, Kosh Sangrah, that is collecting valuables or wealth or collecting goods, ornaments, new business, new articles, book publications, submissions of application. Hora of Guru is auspicious for marriage related programs, meetings, elder treasure collection, new poetry writing. Hora of Venus is auspicious for traveling, wearing new clothes, and auspicious work. Hora of Shani is good for land foundation of house, new house, machinery, mills, start all stable work are occupations. Vara versus Hora. The Vara we are born under will show how we act in life, the karma we create, and what planetary energy we have inherited at birth. The Hora is how we use the energy and modify it for the better or for worse. These influences on the soul are reflected in our personalities. Hora modifies the Vara. If both the Hora and Vara lords are the same, they express the pure quality of that planet. Its position in the birth chart will show how this is expressed. Any weaknesses or strength to both will strongly influence the energy. When analyzing Vara and Hora, think of physical energy, the enthusiasm for life, how we are going to direct our lives. As each action has reaction, the true way of putting energy to good use is to focus it in right direction. But in conflicting Vara and Hora lordships, the different bhutas do not make for an even playing field. As Vara is the communication with the gods and the soul, we need to be conscious of doing good actions to keep the doorways open. Misguided actions only serve to cut our connection with the higher self. So, should study the natural planetary relations between the planets to understand how the Vara and Hora relates to each other. Also, study the position of the Vara Lord and Hora Lords and their relationships in the chart. Let us discuss about the result of birth in seven different Varas. Those born on Sunday are Pitta natured, clever, brilliant, war loving, charitable, and very enthusiastic. If born on Monday, the native is intelligent, beloved, calm, depend on the king, consider happiness and sorrow equal, is rich and is equipped with means of right. If the native is born on Tuesday, then a person is a sharp, intelligent, swift, gets livelihood from land, works, mighty, war loving commander or public guardian. Being born on Wednesday, one who gets livelihood from for teaching mathematical subjects, articles, becomes a loving speaker, a scholar, intelligent, beauty lover, and full of wealth. The native born on Thursday are wealthy, intelligent, prudent, accepted among the people, teacher or minister, religious minded. Being a native birthday on Friday, one who is fickle minded, enarmed, who loves to earn money and play, becomes intelligent, beautiful, and full of pleasures like riding. If you are born on Sunday, then you have a stable speech, reflective nature, mighty, low vision, distorted nails, may have move hair, and struggle in early life. One can earn money in many ways. If a native is born in the day, then he has many sons. He may have many sons, indulgent, more friendly, sensual, full of clothes, intelligent, and beautiful in nature. The person born in the night is long pointed, revengeful, slay, secretly committed sins, is of worrying nature. Deity of days is Sun and Shiva. Of Sunday, Shiva and Parvati of Monday, Kartika for Tuesday, Vishnu is the god of Wednesday, Brahma is of Jupiter, that is of Thursday, Indra for Venus, that is of Friday, Yama, Kal of Saturday are considered. If we talk about election astrology, Muhurta in the seven for special work in Sattvaras. The muhurtas only when the compatibility of the Tithi and Nakshatra should also be considered during while we are talking about the muhurtas on weekdays. Like Sunday is Dhruva stationary contingent. On this day, coronation, song, instrument, starting state service, purchase of livestock like cow, goats, and other things, grains, etc. Use of medicines and weapons, gold, silver, copper work, mantra diksha, ritual for sacrifice, and wearing the new clothes are expensive. On this day, it is auspicious to travel in the east, north, and ignis southeast direction. On Monday, it is a Chara day, Charavara. On this day, making or wearing ornaments, planting a garden, music, dance, transaction of animals, pearl, silver, and agriculture work, wealth, women beauty related works, other white goods can be started. Good to do on this day, the journey of west, south, and Vabhya cone, that is northwest direction, is paved. Tuesday is also considered as Ugravara. On this day, it is auspicious to imprison someone, to give poison, to break the treaty, or to collect war material, to file a case, to collect metals like gold and coral, to do work related to fire, electricity, land, traveling in the southeast direction is occupation. Wednesday is a dual natured Vara. On this day, literature, music, art, mathematics, writing, intellectual work, banking, astrology, technical skills, editing, work purchase and sale of vehicles, ideal making, collection of food grains, starting a business. It is auspicious to travel in southeast or southwest on this day. Guruvara on this day, Yagya, Havana, Devacharan, Navgraha worship, Shanti for karmas, religious rituals, Vidya Arambha, wearing new clothes, traveling abroad, buying and selling vehicles, new jewelry, and buying and selling of medicines, dealing, wood related works, rituals are occupations. It is auspicious to travel in east, north, or northeast direction on this day. Friday, dance, instrumental singing, art, music, acting, song, poetry, women and perfumery, beauty-related works, new clothes, wearing of jewelry, banking business, agriculture, and foreign affairs are occupations. On Saturday, exchange of arms, iron, metal machinery, related technical knowledge, wood, leather, cement, oil, petroleum, land, subordinate, employees relating works, filing a case, filing an appeal or complaint, foreign travels, vehicle. It is good to start experimenting. It is auspicious to travel in west, south, and southwest on this day. Prakriti of Vara-Lord. Prakriti is nature, the elementary principle on which the substance of the body depends. There are three body types based on biological humor of Dapta, known as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These type of nature governs the biological, psychological, and physiological functions of the body, mind, and consciousness. When they are in balance, we are healthy. When one of or the other predominates, it creates illness and becomes a dosha. These body types, from the basis of Ayurveda, each Dina ruler has its own prakriti. This plays a vital role in understanding the health of an individual. Prakriti planet. Mars and Sun is of Pitta Prakriti, Saturn of Vata Prakriti, Moon, Jupiter, Venus is of Kapha Prakriti, and Mercury can reflect all the three types, that is Vata, Pitta, or Kapha. Its nature depends upon the planet it conjuncts with. When there are three, when these states get into a state of imbalance, they become a dosha. The Sanskrit word means fault or weakness. The term is used in Ayurveda to find the weakness in the nature of man that causes disease when aggravated. The body constitution is governed at birth. One of the most important contributions is made by the Vara law, which indicates the quality of your nature. The quality of the load of the Vara in the birth chart will indicate whether this nature is in balance or out of balance. The rising guna. The vara is divided into 16 portions of 1.5 hours each. From sunrise, each day a different guna is prominent in these sections known as Velas. The three gunas are tamas, sattva, and rajas, rise and repeat themselves during the day. Guna of the day lord and guna rising. Consciousness has a balance of three mental qualities, sattva, rajas, and tamas, collectively called gunas. Sattva is the illuminating pure quality. Rajas is the quality of mobility, activity, and achievement. And tamas is the dark, straining, materialistic quality. Each planet has its own guna, and each time of the birth has its own guna. These are two different things. If the balance is struck between the guna of the Vara Lord and the guna rising, then it contributes towards the good qualities or strengthening that particular guna in the personality of the native. Depending of the Vara of birth, the mental energy of the soul would first reflect the guna of the Vara Lord and the quality of the rising guna. If I tell you sun is Sattva guna, moon is Sattva guna, Mars is Tamas guni, Mercury is Triguni. Again, it depends whether with which planet Mercury is conjoined. Jupiter is Sattva guna, Venus is Rajas guna, and Saturn is Tamas guna, Tamoguna. On a Sunday, the first half an hour after the sunrise is dominated by Tamas guna, then followed by Sattva guna, then Rajas guna. And this cycle keep on repeating. On Monday, the first guna rising is Sattva guna, followed by Rajas guna, then Tamo guna. And this cycle keep on repeating the entire. On Tuesday, the first half an 1 hour 30 minutes is Rajaguna, then Tamoguna, then Sattva. And this cycle again keep on repeating. On Wednesday, the first guna rising is Tamoguna, then Sattva, then Rajaguna. On Thursday, the first guna rising is Sattva, then Rajaguna, then Tamoguna. On Friday, the first guna rising is Rajo, then Tamo, then Sattva. And this cycle keep on repeating through that entire vara. On Saturday, first one is Tamoguna, then Sattoguna, then Rajoguna. So viewers, according to Jataka Prajata, Tamas, Sattva, and Rajas rises during the day for 1.5 hours at a time, and this cycle repeats throughout the day. The segments are known as Sattovela, Rajovela, or Tamovela. From sunrise, each day a different guna is prominent. Beginning with the Sunday, when the first vela is Tamas at the sunrise for 1.5 hours, the next is Sattva, and the third is Rajas. These repeat themselves till the last one is Tamas again. On Monday, sun rises with the Sattva. The native who is born during Sattovela, persons are eloquent, beautiful, wise, spiritual, devout, preserving, pure, bountiful, lustrous, truthful, and without enemies. The person born during Rajuvela are famous, happy, wealthy, strong, romantic, passionate, but not close to their kin. They are always searching so they can get burnt out easily. The native born during Tamovela can be full of desires. This can create unhappiness and health problems through their fixed natures and and inability to change. However, they can be steadfast and enduring. The fourth subdivision of the day nakshatras. Both the day and the night are divided into 15 parts each. These 30 divisions reflect the 30 tithis. A day runs from sunrise to sunset and a night from sunset to sunrise. And the length of the division depends upon the length of the day and nights. According to the time of birth, each nakshatra during the day gives indications of our mental energy. The overall ruler of Vara is Sun. The ruler of Panch Mahabhuta is Mars, but each Vara has its own lordship. The Hora Lord, the Vara Nakshatra, and the rising Mahabhuta modify the Vara. So this is all about the second link of Panchanga, that is Vara. So friends, if you like our efforts, please subscribe our channel, like it, share it, and comments. Namaskar.